I'm Laura from Springbok Properties, and today I'm talking to you about national home buyers. We'll be talking about what is a national home buyer, how to choose one, the benefits you can get by using one, and much more. So by the end of this video, you'll have a better understanding of national home buyers, how they work, and if it's the right solution for you. Before we get started though, it would be great if you could please like and share this video and subscribe to our channel. Thanks! Whether you're looking to downsize, relocate, or simply want to stress-free, fast property sale, this video is for you. Join me as I share with you the benefits, the process, and everything you need to know. Okay, so national home buyers. When I'm talking about national home buyers, I'm talking about the national companies that offer to buy your property for cash and give you a quick house sale. They will either use their own funds or introduce you to a third-party investor or a buyer on their books that they know wants to buy a property like yours. Now let's get on with finding out the benefits of selling your home to a national home buyer. Firstly, there's a speed of sale. A reputable home buyer will buy your house anywhere in the UK and do it quickly too. There are times when you want to sell your house fast, such as when you're handling a probate sale, going through a separation, or you're facing repossession, and a national home buyer can help you. And then there's a peace of mind that a national home buyer will buy any property in any condition. So whatever the condition, chances are that you'll get the sale. Unlike traditional buyers, national home buyers will usually purchase properties in as-is condition, meaning that you don't have to worry about expensive repairs or time-consuming renovations. Even if your property has structural issues or needs repairs, a national home buying company will usually make you an offer and pay for the repairs or get their team to do it before selling on the property to an investor or putting it on the market for a profit. Honestly, I've seen all sorts of things, including a house that had a hole in the gable end wall. Yes, really. Then there was another that just needed a garden fence to be replaced. So whatever the issue with your property, big or small, you can still get a cash offer for your house. The third big benefit worth mentioning is the certainty and convenience of selling your house or home to a national home buyer that can be more convenient for you as they can handle all aspects of the sale process. This means that you don't need to worry about staging your property or conducting viewings, which, let's face it, can be time-consuming and stressful. Plus, by selling to a reputable national home buying company, you eliminate the uncertainties and stress associated with selling a home on the open market, ensuring a smoother and more predictable selling experience. You might be thinking, oh, that sounds great, but how do you find the right national home buyer for me? These are a few things that you could consider. Reputation, experience, disputes, offers, and flexibility. Now let's look at each one in turn. Reputation. You can research the reputation of any property company or estate agent by reading online reviews at websites such as All Agents, which is the UK's largest customer review website for the property industry, or other sites such as Trustpilot, Google Reviews, or Freefo. The more you can find, the better, because they give you an idea of what people really think, people like you that are selling their house. In a world where fake online reviews exist, checking out review testimonials on YouTube is a great way to see how people feel about their home buying company you're considering. You'll get to see genuine comments that should give you confidence that you're making the right decision. Also, to check a company's reputation, find out if they're registered with the Property Ombudsman. If they are, it'll give you confidence that you're dealing with a reputable company that can offer a customer-friendly service and do what they say they will. Organisations that are a member of the Property Ombudsman have strict rules and regulations as well as a code of conduct. What this means for you is that if you're unhappy with the service from a member of the Property Ombudsman, they'll deal with the situation in an unbiased manner. You can check if a national home buying company is registered by going directly to the Property Ombudsman website at tpos.co.uk. Experience. Find out by looking at the company's house website how long they've been operating. If it's a company that has only been going for a few months, they might not have had funds to buy your property. The longer they've been operating, the more they'll know about things that can crop up. Such you can use their experience to your advantage by making sure your sale goes through smoothly. And that brings me on to one-man bands. This is a wannabe individual who will most likely live locally, has no cash, and uses a traditional mortgage loan to buy your house. One-man bands are rarely regulated, so they won't follow Ombudsman guidelines, which puts you and your sale at risk. What's more, they're unlikely to be part of a trade body and they won't have to adhere to advertising standard guidelines, meaning they'll frequently make false claims. One-man bands are often poor communicators too because they're trying to do too many things at once. With little or no legal experience, no access to industry tools, and limited property knowledge, any deal you make is likely to be on shaky ground. Their limited resources mean they often have high fall-through rates too, so they can't provide you with a plan B if things go wrong. And a plan B is important because if the worst happens and your property fails to sell, the home buyer should have an alternative solution so that your fast property sale can continue and you can still be able to meet your deadline. And that leads me on to disputes. Disputes. Because if something goes wrong along the way, what can you do? A reputable company should have a complaint procedure in place so that you can raise your dispute and have it handled properly. Less reputable companies won't have this. Of course, the way a national home buyer handles disputes with sellers will vary depending on the specific company, their experience, and the nature of their dispute. However, if you have tried to resolve the issue directly with the company by contacting their customer service department and explaining your concerns, and there hasn't been a resolution, then that is satisfactory for both parties. You may have other options available. This is where it's important that the company you're dealing with is a member of the previously mentioned Property Ombudsman, because you'll be able to raise the issue with them and hopefully reach a conclusion. Offers. You'll want to look at a national home buyer that offers competitive and fair prices for properties. A transparent valuation process is key. There's a little insight for you. Research reliable figures are the cornerstone of a reputable cash buyer because it means that you get a fair price. An independent survey will give you peace of mind that your property is being valued correctly, so you'll know that you're getting a fair price for your home and not being ripped off. Some rogue cash buying companies initially offer around 85 to 99% of your home's true value and then delay the selling process and submit a lower offer at the very last minute because you've based your plans on their initial offer, meaning you're desperate to sell. This is an issue in the cash buying industry because it can be difficult to regulate because there can be genuine cases where valuations have to be changed because of something identified by a qualified chartered surveyor. The Ombudsman Code of Conduct for Buying Properties states that an offer price should not be reduced late in the selling process without a valid reason explained to you in writing. It also states that the company must confirm any further changes in writing, and if anything needs investigating, they must inform you again in writing within 15 working days, stating how it impacts your offer. All this is another reason for choosing a company that's registered with the Property Ombudsman. Thankfully, most of the genuine cash buying companies won't engage in such tactics, but these are reasons why it's important to read online reviews before you sign. Flexibility. When you're selling, you'll want to know that the national home buyer can accommodate your timeline and specific requirements. A lot of home buyers will say that they can buy your home within 30 days, but if you're going to use a national home buyer, make sure that you're not rushed and you can work to your own time frames. After all, you're the customer and you have the asset that they want, your house. So make sure it goes at your pace. Okay, now it's time to find out more about the selling process when you use a national home buyer. Here's a general overview. When you get in touch with a national home buyer company, either online or through a phone call, you need to provide some basic details about you and your property. This will usually be the address, the amount you'd like to achieve from a sale, and how quickly you want to sell. A representative from the company will then conduct a thorough evaluation of your property to determine its current market value and then make you a fair cash offer if you're satisfied with the offer. You can accept it and move forward with the sale. And if you're not, you can simply walk away. You're not under any obligation to sell just because you've made an inquiry. If you do decide to accept that offer though, the national home buyer will handle all of the paperwork, making the process hassle-free for you. Then, when everything has been completed, you'll receive the agreed upon cash payment for your property. The money will be in your bank account and you can move on to the next chapter of your life. This could be ideal if you're selling a probate property or you're facing repossession and need to downsize. This seems like a good place to stop and look at some FAQs. But just before I do, if you're enjoying and learning from this video, please like it, share it, and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on our latest uploads. Thanks! Okay, time to address some frequently asked questions about selling with a national home buyer. The first is, will I receive a fair price for my property? Now, of course, this will depend upon the company you choose to use. And as I mentioned before, it's very important that you do lots of research and read reviews. But generally, a national home buyer will give you a lower price than the market value, but you get a quick and hassle-free sale and you won't have to pay fees. So it's well worth doing some calculations to see how the figures work for you. The next question is, are there any hidden fees or commissions? Traditional estate agents will charge you a commission fee based on the final sale price, which can be several £1,000s, but a national home buyer company won't charge you a commission fee. Also, a cash buyer will usually cover all of your solicitor and legal fees, including conveyancing, which would usually cost you around £1,000. Our third question is, can I sell my property if it's in poor condition? Yes, you can. National home buyer companies buy properties in as-is condition and they will pay for redecoration, renovation and any repairs that are needed, so you won't have to pay for anything to be done to get your property sold. Okay, so that's answered a few questions about national home buyer companies, but how do you find a good one? Well, as I mentioned before, you can research the company by reading online reviews at respectable websites such as All Agents, Trustpilot, and on Google too. And even better, check out if they have any video reviews and testimonials, as well, as these are most likely coming directly from genuine customers. So if all that sounds good and you're ready to sell your house fast with a national home buyer, how can you make sure you get a smooth selling experience? I'm going to tell you. And forgive me if I sound like a stuck record, but it's all about research and preparation. Ask yourself these 3 questions. Do you know why you're selling? Do you know how quickly you want to sell? Do you know how much you want to achieve from the sale? Now, These might seem like basic and obvious questions, but they will help you to focus on what's important. Then with those questions addressed, you can start to shop around and research national home buyers. And when you have a chat with their representatives and they ask you those 3 questions, you'll be ready to answer, so you can focus on whatever they're saying and how they make you feel. After all, who you sell your house to and how you do it is entirely up to you as the homeowner. It's a personal decision that's going to be influenced by your individual circumstances and your current priorities. National home buyers can be ideal for sellers that value speed and convenience over getting the maximum sale price. So all I'd say is this: if there's just one thing you take away from this video, it's to make sure you do your research. I'm going to wrap things up now, but before I do, please remember to like this video, share it, and subscribe to our channel by turning on the bell icon for notifications. Also, if you're a homeowner in the UK, check out my other videos for insights and tips about the UK property market and house sales, linked in the description below. Thanks ever so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.